Hello, my name is Danny, and this is my player development project for LTA Level 3. The player I work with is called Nomsa, and here are her goals in tennis.
Hi, my name is Nomsa. I've been playing tennis for the last 2 years, or almost 2 years. My goals in tennis are to be more proficient and start winning some league games. And what I'm currently working on is my serve and making it more effective when starting a point.
So, observing and analysing Nomsa, she played a match against another member of our club called Andrea. I chose to use a momentum chart, and here you can see Nomsa lost the first set 6-2. She made a high number of errors on the third ball in the rally when she served. She won the second set 6-4, but the same trend continued. The forehand lost her more points than the backhand. Here are clips from the match. Nomsa made lots of inconsistent errors when serving on the advantage side of the court. She found it difficult to return the next shot after her opponent had hit a neutralizing return of serve down the middle of the court. Here are statistics taken from the momentum chart. Throughout the whole match, Nomsa had a very high first serve percentage at 80%. The table 1 shows that this is the case. The green table shows differences between the two sets. In set 1, Nomsa served 21 times in the set and lost 14 points on her first serve. 11 out of the 21 serves were errors on the third ball in the rally. That made her 52% of the time losing the point on the third shot of the rally. In set 2, Nomsa won this set, but the percentage of points lost after the first serve on the third ball was still quite high at 42%. So the strengths and weaknesses of the player, Nomsa had a very effective wide serve that gets her on attack. She also makes lots of returns. We agreed to work on weakness 1 together. This was her first forehand after the serve from different phases of play. It results in a high number of errors. The player makes inconsistent errors, largely due to the setup and recovery from the serve. Another weakness for the player is that her first serve percentage is high, but is often neutralized and attacked. The player's service rhythm is fast initially, but slowing down on the swing up to the ball, resulting in a loss of speed. So an improvement in the rhythm of the serve is also required to make it more effective. Me and Nomsa agreed to work on these goals for improving her first weakness. So we want her to make less errors on the first shot in the rally off the forehand after the serve, and move her percentage up to a better quality of making sure she doesn't do as many errors. So the process is to achieve this is to work on her recovery after the serve. Nomsa needs to find a good ready position and relate it to the direction of the serve that she just hit. After that, we need to get her set up a little bit more effectively with an earlier preparation for the forehand. So she should have her shoulders turned back as she is reading the incoming ball. And lastly, we want her to know that her intentions are really clear tactically. So she's going to try and see if she can visualize the target that is twice the height of the net and aiming down the center of the court to try and keep the rally neutral after a neutralizing return.
Okay, Nomsa, so we're going to play 5 points. All the serves that you're going to hit are going to be first serves, but you can't hit a wide serve. We won't start the point if you hit a wide serve, and we're going to see who gets... Okay, Nomsa, so we're going to play 5 points. All the serves that you're going to hit are going to be first serves, but you can't hit a wide serve. We won't start the point if you hit a wide serve, and we're going to see who gets the most out of 5. If you get to the 5th ball in a rally, you've automatically won the point. Ready? Well done. So that's a point that you've won. Hold on. Ready? Serve was out, so we're going to start that point again. Okay, so that's 1 point for me. You didn't get to the 5th ball, so it's 1-1. Play. Okay, 2-1 to me. Okay, good. You had a racket on the 5th ball, so that means that you won that point. So it's 2-2. We're going to play a deciding point, okay?
I chose this clip for condition points because even though the shot in isolation is the first forehand in the rally, it is largely affected by the player's serve recovery. I was also able to analyse the quality of Nobbs's third ball by playing to the 5th ball and seeing what phase of play we were on. After that, I then moved into some varied feeding, variable feeding, and block feeding before a demonstration. I went over to Nobbs's side of the court to do a demonstration.
Okay, Nomsa, so that 3rd ball in the rally, we need to become a little bit more consistent after the opponent has hit a return of serve that has neutralised your serve. So the kind of ball that you want to send back is a similar ball they've sent to you. So down the middle third of the court, arced with the ball rising past the baseline to try and keep the point on neutral and maybe look for a better opportunity to attack, okay? So to achieve that outcome, there are some things that we need to do earlier on. So it starts with the recovery of your serve. So I noticed a couple of times you're a little bit out of position, didn't really know where to go. So what you're going to do is when you have a serve there, so that was a serve a little bit at the body. So I'm going to recover just slightly off center because my opponent's got a little bit of a cross court angle to work with, okay? So if I hit a serve that's down the tee, I'm going to recover a little bit more down the middle because my opponent's got less angles. And if I hit a serve wide, I'm going to probably just come over a little bit more. And also that's going to help me create a little bit of space for my forehand as well so I can neutralize the next ball, okay? So for your recovery, just very quickly show me. So if you're on this side of the court, you've just hit a tee serve. Where might you recover to? Excellent, okay. What about if you hit a serve at the body? That's it, okay. And then what if you hit a wide serve? A little bit more over, yeah, just to cover those angles, okay? So that's one of the processes to help you set up, okay? So you finished your serving recovery and now you're in the setup phase for your forehand, okay? When your opponent returns the ball, you need to try and make sure that you have turned your shoulders as early as you can so you're ready for your forehand, okay? So if you can set yourself a challenge to try and have your shoulder back before the incoming ball has crossed the net, you're going to have much more chances of having a better hitting phase through the shot. Okay, so looking for that arced ball that's going to cross the baseline with the ball rising to neutralize the shot back. Okay. Lastly, I just want you to just think about the visualization and have it really clear in your mind the intention of what you're trying to achieve. So when the balls come back down the middle of the court, you need to try and neutralize it back. So you're trying to achieve this ball that's going to have that effect back on your opponent. Okay. So you need to have your shoulders turned back nice and early after you've recovered well from your serve. And then you're going to visualize arcing that ball down the middle of the court with the ball crossing the baseline rising, okay, to neutralize the ball back. Okay. All right. So that's good. Okay. So are there any questions? No? Excellent. Let's give it a go. Okay. Okay then, so I'm going to give you lots of volumes of the same feed to try and repeat the process. Okay then, so I'm going to give you lots of volumes of the same feed to try and repeat the process. So you're going to shadow a serve. It's going to have been a body serve, so you're recovering to the left of that line marker I've put down. These markers in the middle of the court, they're there to help you visualize where you want this next shot to go. Okay, so we're going to give you a high volume of feeds. Are you ready? Can you shadow a serve? Good. And I just want you to remember to try and turn your shoulders back nice and early. Ready? Shadow serve. In comes the return. Okay, good. Keep visualizing down the middle of the court. Good, here comes the next one. Better, well done. Nice recovery there, making sure you're slightly off center, off the body serve. Well done. Getting the shoulder back nice and early. Excellent ball, well done. Nice arc on the ball, rising past the baseline there. Okay, here we go. And another, shoulders back nice and early.
A NOMSA is in the cognitive stage of learning. The feedback is largely process-focused because the outcome is expected to be low success. These block feeds give repetition with less variables. After, we progress to variable feeds and varied feeds with shot and play. This is clip 2.
Okay, Nomsa, so to add some decision making here, I'm going to ask you to shadow the serve, and then when you reach your contact point, can you call the serve that you are going... Okay, Nomsa, so to add some decision making here, I'm going to ask you to shadow the serve, and then when you reach your contact point, can you call the serve that you're intending to hit? So a wide serve. I want to look at your recovery, how that helps you prepare for your next shot, recovering well and then getting that set up with the shoulders back to neutralize the return. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
So here we go. Shadow the serve.
T.
T serve. Here it comes. Okay, how did you feel about your recovery?
I think
Thought it was
in the
okay,
right
wasn't
place.
it? Think we need to get the shoulders back a little bit sooner.
A bit sooner, yeah.
Okay, right, ready?
Hold on. T.
T again. There we go. How'd you feel about that one?
That was better, yeah.
Very good, yeah. Shoulders back nice and early, good ball. And again, vary it up a little.
Wide.
Wide. Very nice, well done. I think you made a bit of a decision to attack a little bit more on that one, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was a good decision. Okay, ready?
Body.
Body serve. There we go, there's the return. Good. Choose a neutralizing ball.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yep. Ready?
Wide.
Good job there. Attack, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, one more.
T.
T.
Nomsa is somewhere between blocked and variable here because we are not on play from feed shot play, as I stopped the rally after she hit her shot. She's getting a varied feeds, and these are based on her own decisions from the service direction, as I move to feed to where the return would have come from. Here I am trying to get feedback from her to check her intentions, see if she's making good decisions, and seeing where she's recovering after she calls the direction of where the serve was intended to go.
Okay, Nomsa, so you're going to start with the serve now. I want you to see if you can make a good decision. So if you are defending... Okay, Nomsa, so you're going to start with the serve now. I want you to see if you can make a good decision. So if you are defending this ball, you need to neutralize it back down the middle. So the lines there help you to visualize that. If you're on attack off your serve, then you will be making a different decision, trying to attack the ball, maybe finding an area that's not the middle of the court, okay?
Okay.
So still working on those process goals. Ready?
Ready.
Nice ball, that one. Carry on. Okay, good point. No, you were definitely on neutral on the third ball after you hit the third ball. Okay, second serve. Well done. Pushed me back on the...
This clip is somewhere between condition points and random play. I kept the line markers on the middle third to help the player with their decision making and visualization, and kept it largely process focused. If the player chose the right shot on ball 3, we continue to play the point.
That last serve you did was a little bit down the middle, wasn't it? Where did you recover to?
Down the middle, so well, about here.
Yeah, just slightly off centre, yeah?
Yeah.
That last serve you did was a little bit down the middle, wasn't it? Where did you recover to?
Down the middle, so well, about here.
Yeah, just slightly off centre, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. How did you feel about the third ball on that one? Did you feel like you could attack, or do you think that you needed to neutralise that one?
I think I could have attacked.
Probably could have done, but at least you did a good neutralising ball, so you didn't make an error, so well done. Let's do one more. Just wide, so we go for a second serve. So here, you're likely to be defending, aren't you, because it's a second serve, so be aware of that.
Okay.
Well done. Okay, excellent play there. Okay, you managed to do that off the backhand as well, and getting that middle ball, that third.
Shots, forehands and backhands, and look to change the phase of play based on the quality of the serve. She is showing improvements in the process goals with efficient recovery and early preparation for her first shot in the rally, while the outgoing ball maintains the rally at neutral from my neutralised return of serves. Nomsa and Andrea had a rematch. This match resulted in a 6-2, 6-2 win for Nomsa, and the ticks on my momentum chart indicate where she showed improvement on what we was working on, where she made an effective third ball in the rally off the forehand to neutralise a neutralising return of serve. So I put together a couple of points here because I wanted to show the consistency and the improvement for Nomsa. And even though Nomsa goes out of the camera angle, we can clearly see that her outgoing ball 3, has become more consistent and she controls space effectively, getting the middle third of the court with depth. And she is doing this off of her forehand side as well. All these points are from the left side of the court. Here, Nomsa was able to make good decisions to neutralise the return of serve when the return of serve ball characteristics changed. As a result, she recalled the skill from different phases of play. The direction of the return of serve changes because Nomsa is serving from the right side of the court. There are also times when the return of serve comes out of the middle third to her, so she has to move across the court to try to neutralise the ball. This point is a good example where she is put on defence because the return of serve is more down the line, but she still chooses a neutralising ball down the middle. It is twice the height of the net, and she used the forehand very effectively. There you can see she neutralised the return of serve, getting her opponent back. Finally, I just wanted to highlight that Nomsa chose to attack with her forehand when her serve was effective, showing good decision making. Here she moved up in the court to take time from her opponent. In this point, she chose not to go down the middle third because she saw an opportunity to attack the opponent across court.
Yep.
Here are some stats that I gathered from the match from the momentum chart, which highlights improvement. Now Nomsa's first serve percentage is lower, but I think this is actually a good thing because she's taking more risk on her first serve, which then gets her a little bit more opportunities to be up in the point on her third ball. She made 3 aces in the match, but more importantly, the points that she won off her first serve had improved. Nomsa wants to win more points behind her first serve, and the stats do show this. After match 2, Nomsa wants to attack more at the back of the court. Having improved her court position after the serve, she noticed more opportunities to choose attack instead of neutralise, to be more up in the point after ball 3. Here is what I thought I did well and what I didn't think I did so well throughout the player project. Thank you, and I enjoyed doing this player project with my player, and I will look to do more improvements with them for the summative assessment.